We're now joined by FS1 NBA analyst Chris Broussard. All right, Chris, when you hear these comments from KD, what do you make of them?
Well, first off, he clearly has no fear of the Lakers. That's number one, all right? Number two, this makes me believe that in the back of Kevin Durant's mind, or maybe even the middle of his mind, he's going to go join LeBron with the Lakers, or that's a serious thought in his mind. Because usually if you're asked about a player moving teams and you support him, you're like, hey, he did what made him happy. I'm happy for him.
Best for his
he did
family.
what's best for his family. To go to, I absolutely love it. It's perfect. Twice you said that. It's hard for me to think of a situation as a player thinking about another player move and being like that excited about it.
Right.
Like this is great. Unless the team he left was a real threat to you. Like if Cleveland was a real rival and, they could beat us, then yeah, you're glad he's gone. But this was just over. And then he went on to say he's creating a new paradigm for superstars, moving from team to team, new chapters in his book. And all that could apply to KD. Move to different teams, have another chapter. Now, I'm on the record as saying I don't think it makes sense for KD. I would just stay in Golden State and win 4, 5, who knows how many rings, keep LeBron from winning rings. But, I will say this. First of all, he has to do it next year, I would think, because if the Lakers get Kawhi or some other big-time free agent, they may not have money to get KD. But as much as I think it doesn't make that much sense for KD to do it, I got to admit, it'd be great for the NBA. Especially, and maybe only, if Golden State remained intact. So if Steph, Draymond, Klay stay in Golden State, maybe keep Cousins. Now you got a team that won 73, that we really, let's be honest, we can look at and say, as great as they were, we really never got to see how great they could be without KD. So now you would have that type of team going against LeBron and KD, the best two players in the world. I think it would be a tremendous rivalry. Certainly it would make other players upset because it'd clearly be a two-man race, two-team race. But, gosh, it would be great. I mean, storylines galore.
I believe he said that, Chris. I believe he said what he's saying because it would make his job to leave again a lot easier. Can you imagine the blowback had he got without LeBron doing what he did to Miami first? Had LeBron not gone to Miami and KD just up and leave OKC and go to a 73-9?
I don't think he even does it, to be honest.
Exactly. So LeBron provided cover for some of the blowback that he got some. But he would have got a lot more had LeBron not did what he did earlier. So I believe he's saying this. And he's also saying, if you look at, he's a superstar, but he's active. You look at how he's empowered people in his community. We don't normally see the superstars because before it was basketball, basketball, basketball. LeBron says it can be basketball, but it can also be with these issues going on. I'm going to take a stand on these. It can also be try to empower my community in doing things in my community. So he's saying what we thought a superstar could only be, LeBron is showing you it can be so much more. And the days of, because then free agency wasn't like it is now. The thought of Larry Bird playing for someone else other than Celtics or Magic Johnson playing for someone else other than the Lakers is beyond anyone. But in today's game, you're probably going to see more of the superstars, Skip, not stay with the team that drafted them originally. And I think that's going to become, it's not acceptable right now, but I believe in the near future.
Most superstars post-Kobe, or, drafted after Kobe, have moved. Now, some haven't. Westbrook hasn't, but Chris Paul, LeBron, KD, Dwight Howard.
D-Wade.
It is becoming more common.
Melo.
Shannon Sharpe. What did I tell you from the first day? As soon as we heard LeBron was going to Lakers, to Hollywood.
You told him to pick up the phone and call KD.
And I was told he did. He checked with him. He doubted that he would do it this time, although Kevin was a free agent. He had to re-sign with Golden State. But next year is the year and the time. And I'm with Chris. That was the strongest indication yet that Kevin will seriously consider, depending on how it all shakes out this year in Golden State and with the Lakers, that he will seriously consider joining LeBron for one last hurrah together. Remember, they've had a long, close relationship. Remember what was happening before they met in that finals, Miami, Oklahoma City? They got very close. And I think it was LeBron kind of going out of his way to keep your friends close and your enemies closer because he knew Kevin Durant was on the rise. Remember, they used to work out together. They used to play one-on-one.
He was a mentor to Durant.
He was a mentor. Remember, they used to play flag football together. Remember, that they had a real relationship. And when they finally met in that finals, and LeBron would just back down Kevin in the low post. Remember, he just terrorized him, starting in games 2, 3, 4, right in there. And it's because he knew his game, and he knew he was stronger, and he knew Kevin hadn't, not that Kevin ever had a man body, but he plays strong now.
He's wiry,
so He's wiry strong. So the point is that Kevin has a real affection for LeBron because he was the little brother who grew up. He was Shannon Sharpe to Sterling. And little brother grew up until Shannon thinks he's a little better than Sterling, even though that's debatable because Sterling got to stop prematurely. But still, it was getting real debatable, right? So now it's debatable to him. But I think he would love because he talked about it being a book, like a storybook. And LeBron's had this storybook career. I told Shannon that he was born to be a Laker, to finish with the Lakers. It's beautiful. It's perfect. He needed to go to Hollywood because he got blessed to get drafted by his hometown team. How great is that?
Yeah, that didn't happen often.
He did get that team to a finals with not a whole lot of help. And again, it was against the Spurs. And then he did get to go join Pat Riley's Miami Heatles, take his talents to South Beach. And it was great. And it was great for the NBA because they became the traveling road show, rock band on the road, right? And then he got to go home, and he did by hook or crook. He won the championship for Cleveland, and now he's gone to Hollywood. So it's beautiful. And Kevin Durant saying he broke down those barriers. He did. LeBron broke through with all that. He set that up. He made it a whole new landscape. And LeBron's book, and he literally at some point will have a book when this is all over, and it's going to be a bombshell bestseller because the chapters are sensational, and it just builds momentum all the way to Los Angeles. But the capper, the final chapter, would be Kevin Durant plus LeBron championship. That would be...
And when you talk to guys close to LeBron about this possibility, nothing's definitive, obviously, but they talk about it's bigger than basketball, to what you said. And I think Durant, he's followed in LeBron's footsteps, not only on the court, but, he's a business mogul himself or becoming one.
Silicon Valley.
Silicon Valley. He's doing a lot of the same things. He's got guys around him that he's empowered, that he grew up with or that he knew when he was young.
Didn't he get like $14 million? He won some award at the NBA thing because he gave $14 million to his community. So he's...
Yeah, he's doing
he was at his
similar
charity
things.
yesterday. That's where he got interviewed.
Yeah, by ESPN. I wonder if they come together, obviously they're going to try to win championships, and I think will. But I also wonder if they're going to try to make some statement about working together. And I don't know if it'll be even black men working together to win, do things and help the community, whatever. But if they join forces, I do think it'll be bigger to them than basketball, and they will go out of their way to try to make some type of statement off the court.
Well, to your point, it wouldn't leave Golden State chopped liver because if DeMarcus gets health, if he rebounds,
if he gets health and saves,
if he can fit into the way they play,
it would be a battle.
Yeah,
but you'll know early on because Clay up next year.
Yeah, it's weird. You hear many things. I think he's staying, and I hear strongly that he's staying.
Clay.
I know, I know Michael Thompson, his dad, would love him to be in the purple and gold. But that's the thing. I mean, how many free agents can they get, right? I mean, they can get one max free agent. Right. Can the Lakers get two? I don't know they'll be in position to do that.
Well, you will have like a bunch. You have like 3 guys making between 35 and 40 million, and the rest of the guys making 2 million.
Well, for this to be, like I said, great for the league, though, Golden State has to remain intact. If KD goes to the Lakers and Clay goes somewhere else and Draymond goes, then...
But what about if the Celtics mess around and get Kawhi and Kyrie, Kawhi, and Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, and now you got the Lakers and the Celtics just like the old times, the good old days.
I wouldn't discount Philly either in this because Joel Embiid is...
Well, Philly and the Lakers was a good matchup in the
80s. If KD were to go to the Lakers, again, I know Kawhi wants to be in L.A., but, man, I'd have to seriously look at Philly just for being on a team that can compete with
There's no way Adam Silver's letting Kawhi, KD, and LeBron go to one team.
No. That'd be worse than this.
Skip said, well, how can he do anything about it? They're free agents. He's like, no, you're not. It's not happening.
He couldn't do anything about it.
There's
no way he could.
Skip, you want to see that?
You know who tight? LeBron is tight with Adam Silver, and he's like, Adam Silver would not get in the way of that.
Is that what you want to see? Yeah. Do you want to see KD, Kawhi, and LeBron?
I want to see KD win a championship for LeBron.
See, look, I've talked about with KD how the negatives, right? Why help LeBron get rings? There's potential negatives for LeBron, Because what if LeBron starts to decline? At some point it's coming.
A little bit.
And then what if KD is the best player when they join forces? Now, LeBron will be playing well, championship's a championship, but for people like Skip, that's going to be fodder that, you didn't
like me. How
hold on.
Like me?
Hold on. Huh? James Worthy.
You got your minions out there.
James Worthy
won one of me. Nobody's like me.
James Worthy won the Finals MVP over Magic. It didn't decrease Magic Johnson.
That's
even
just
remembers
Finals
that?
MVP, but for the whole year, Magic was the man. I'm with you, but that will, for the LeBron haters, that will be fodder.
He's going to be in year 17.
So
It almost seems too good to be true.
You let the cat out of the bag just now.
No,
you said KD lead LeBron to a championship.
What did I say earlier in the show? Obviously, Kevin Durant is playing at a higher level than
what
LeBron
happens
is now.
Now. But first of all, they're not going to let either one of those guys they play together win the MVP. So that's off the table.
No, they wouldn't. That's why LeBron will get his 5th this year.
That's off the table.
This year, and then KD may never win another MVP.
You're right.